It is a beautiful sunny day here in Monsanto, and I have got my washing on the line after my trip to Setúbal. I was actually there for 10 days, so quite a long time. Which basically means that actually I haven't really been, well, I haven't done anything around the house or in the garden here at all this last week. And so I'm not sure whether you'll be seeing this part of the video this weekend or probably next weekend, I think, because I don't think I'm going to have enough content for this Sunday's video. However, I'm still going to film and keep you updated, of course. When I returned from my trip away, I came in here to look at the wall and I'm pretty impressed. Well, I was impressed before, but now it's all dried out. It actually looks really great. So I just need to finish the bottom part of the wall, but I still need to go and get some more render for that part of the wall. And just to talk a little bit about this wall, a few people told me that I shouldn't be rendering straight onto paint, although the paint is, well, I did try and scrape a bit of it off, so it was a bit of a rough surface, but I should also use some bonding agent so that this render doesn't fall off the wall in, I don't know how, well, I don't know how long it might take before it falls off the wall because I haven't put a bonding agent there. But it seems fairly stuck to me, so I'm hoping it's going to stay there for a while. I'm not going to take it off and redo it. So let's just see. But I am going to get a bonding agent for the bottom part of the wall, or for the rest of the walls that I'm going to do in here, and do the job a bit better. Now I know. This beautiful weather is due to stay here for a good few days. Just coming down to the field and seeing how much the grass has grown down here. It's so lush. And now look, this is why I wanted to do a pathway, because I am now wading through thick undergrowth, and my pathway is also now got things growing in it. Yes. Oh well, not to worry. At least I didn't lay the whole pathway yet. So, let me follow the pathway where it should be. We've got these beautiful yellow flowers now that open up in the daytime and close at the nighttime, and there's a lot of those all around. So where did my pathway go? My pathway is supposed to be around here somewhere. And I am basically off to where the rosemary is, over here. Oh, it's all soft to walk underfoot now. So yes, look at the beautiful rosemary. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, and I can hear the bees. Let me show you. The bees are having a field day here. Isn't that wonderful? So I'm going to pick some of this rosemary and take it inside the house. I've also just noticed that where I cut back my neighbour's roses, they're having like a second bloom. So those are nearly finished, but these ones over here, these ones smell absolutely gorgeous. particularly the bud ones, these ones. So I'm going to pick a couple of these as well. I managed to find some small lavender plants, and I bought a selection of mixed daffodil bulbs. So I am going to plant them in this little area here that I was asking everyone what you recommended I should plant here, and obviously something that smells good is a must, and I wanted something for now. So the lavender kind of, although it's not flowering at the moment, it smells nice. And then the daffodils are obviously going to flower in the springtime, or who knows here, maybe before. It's so yeah, my little job today is to plant all these in this little area here. These lavenders are really pop round. Oh, wow. 11. What did they say? About 8 inches apart. Let's see. This works out. That one there. So there we have it, my 3 little rosemary bushes. I decided to plant one at each end because then they've got space to bush out and grow. And then of course the daffodils are all going to just come up along this wall here. I think they're going to look very pretty when they come out. I am finally back in the old kitchen, and I am going to prep the bottom of this wall for render, because many people said to me last week, and I think I've mentioned it already, that really I should not be rendering straight over the top of this paint on these bricks. So I have bought some fixing stuff that I need to paint onto the wall here first and let that dry before I render. So that was going to be my today's job. But while I'm in here, I'd also like to ask some advice. So the area behind this wall is what I want to make into, I'm going to want to have a toilet in here and a shower. And I just want to talk about this wall here because as you can see, it's actually, I'm going to put my finger there. So it's actually really thin. It's only like the length of my finger. And there's a very dubious piece of, it's like the block, like, but it's only thin as you can see. That is here, they've put as a lintel. And I know it's not actually supporting much. It's not supporting the roof. So I guess it's appropriate for what is here, the brickwork that is here on this wall. But I'm wondering if it would be better if I put another layer of block inside this wall to make it thicker, this wall thicker, if that's going to, I don't know, just help. I mean, this wall, I don't know, it looks a little bit, I don't know if you can see, it looks a little bit as if it's, this just bit here is kind of leaning a little bit. I mean, I don't think it's going to fall down or anything. It just feels quite flimsy to me. So I don't know if it would be, yeah, a sensible idea to put another row of block in here, because that would be quite easy to do. And I'm even thinking that this back wall, that here, as you can see, it's a little bit bowed. And I don't even know that that even matters itself, whether that is actually going to be just okay, or whether I should actually probably take it up to the ceiling level as well, so that none of the steam or anything from here enters into the other part, which possibly we'll use for like storage or a wardrobe area or something like that. So yes, anyone out there who can give me some advice really on what I should be doing in this space would be very gratefully received. So I'm going to water down this solution, it says I can, to 1 part of that to 5 parts of water. And you know what? I think that's going to be enough. So that is 5 parts water, and it's about half full, well, a third full. And I think it's going to be enough for this small piece of wall. Well, that was far too much for that small piece of wool there anyway. And then as I was putting it on, I was thinking to myself, am I supposed to render now while it's still wet rather than waiting for it to dry? So I'm going to go off and look on the internet to see if that's what I'm supposed to be doing now. Green olives I had a taste of the other day, and they're actually really good, but I hadn't tasted the red ones, so I'm going to do that right now. When I say red, I actually mean black. And although it looks quite green, this one, but it is a black one. I'm going to taste it. Okay, this one is still a bit bitter. You can see the inside of it. So yeah, the black ones haven't been in this water for nearly as long as the green ones. So that's just a sign that they're not quite ready yet for me to put into their final destination of the jars. But I am going to put the green ones in the jars, not all of them, because I'm going to be experimenting with different vinegars and water mix and herbs. So yeah. I have heated up the jars that I'm going to use for the olives. I'm just doing 4 to start with, just to see how the process goes. So I've got everything else I need. I've got some red wine vinegar and some white wine vinegar. And I need to go and get the salt. I've got some garlic cloves, I've got some rosemary, and I've got some thyme. So I'm going to do a mix in the jars of these things. So I read that it's something like 2 parts salt to 5 parts vinegar to 20 parts water, and I'm really going to do this really roughly, and I'm going to try and do it using milliliters, I feel. So let's start with the red wine vinegar then. Oh gosh, I need to cut that. So let's see. So that's roughly 200 milliliters of red wine. So if I'm doing, that's 5 parts to 20 parts, I need 3 times as much water. So that's going to go to 400, 600, 800 milliliters. Well, so we have a nice frothy mixture. And then I'm going to add salt. I've got this beautiful pink sea salt that I'm just going to add, and well, it's just going to be, I think, just very roughly guessing what I should put in there. So, okay, these jars are still warm, which is important because then they'll seal properly. So I'm going to do, actually I should put the olives in first, shouldn't I? What I forgot is that to take these olives out of this bottle is not a simple process. Earlier. Okay, so first I'm going to put the olives into this jar. And now I've forgotten to put the rosemary in. Oh, hold on. Oh my goodness. This is all a learning curve because I wanted to put a big sprig rather than breaking it into tiny pieces. Okay, so let's do that. And also I'm going to throw in a clove of garlic. I'm really just making this up. Okay. That's probably one too many. And then let's pour in the mixture. Up to the top. And it smells so, actually it smells so good. And where's the, okay, let's put the lid on. Okay, so there we have it, a jar of olives that I'm going to leave there now. I don't know for how long, so that these the rosemary and the garlic infuse in the vinegar, and then I'll be trying them and I'll let you know how they taste. So here are the completed jars, some with rosemary and garlic and others with just thyme, and both of them have salt in. And yeah, so I'm going to leave them for, well,
until probably after Christmas and then do a tasting test.